Hi everyone, it's Cindy and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be spilling the tea on my thoughts about the recent Pastel kit released earlier this month. And no shade whatsoever towards Plumbella, but when I first saw this kit I thought, yeah, cute colors, but not my jam. So you might be thinking, hold up Cindy, you just released a speed build using the Pastel Pop Kit. And you're right. So what made me change my mind and buy this kit? Stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you. But first, let's jump into the game. Welcome to The Sims 4 Pastel Pop Kit. Avant basic. Decorating should be fun and carefree. Give your room a quirky side with irregular but simple shapes in dreamy pastel colors. This collection has heart chairs, mirrors shaped like puddles, and even more ways to incorporate whimsy into everyday design. Blast from the past. Create a contemporary space that draws inspiration from times gone by. The patterned bed sheets and psychedelic curved table legs in this kit are nostalgic for summertime in the 60s and 70s, but they still fit right in with the modern understated decor. So starting in build mode, there are 2 new walls and 1 new floor. First up, we have this cute wallpaper. I love the colors that are used in this. They are pastel, but they're also a little bit bright as well. They're not like washed out pastel. And then we also have a corresponding 2-tone wall here. There are solid colors available as well in all of the matching shades. Let's take a look at the flooring. It has this really interesting texture to it. It's like a shag, basically. Of course, you've got this in all kinds of different colors. You've also got some patterned versions, which are definitely interesting. Now, let's flip into build mode and check out those objects. And again, there's a variety of fun pastel colors in all of these options. A lot of them also have like a wood grain or a black and white swatch as well, which is really great. It gives a lot more flexibility to the pack. And just in general, as you can see, the general feel of the items, they are very organic shapes. They're very curvy. As you can see here, there's lots of like wiggle shapes to them. And this style also has a lot of cow print options. And then there are also some tile options here. So first of all, you've got a double size bed. There is only a double size bed available. It does not come in a single size. So that is one drawback I feel to the pack. But there's different patterns available. You can get like single solid sheet colors, you can get like wild pattern sheet colors, you can get the floral options. We've got a cute little armchair here. I love how like squat this is. It's just like a cute chunky little armchair. So you've got cow print options in a variety of different colors here. You of course have your very traditional black and white cow print, and then you have some just kind of more pastel options. Next up, we've got the desk chair. So this one has like the bed, kind of a heart shape. Again, you've got some funky little patterns here, some cow print as well. And then you've got a couple of plain swatches too. Same with the sofa. You've got it in this nice white option. And again, if we take a look at the patterns, you've got those cow prints, you've got some solid options as well. Now, as far as surfaces go, we have a nice little sideboard. I like how skinny this sideboard is. And this is one of the options where you've got tiling included. And when I first looked at this, I thought, well, that's kind of weird. But you know, it kind of grows on you, or at least it grew on me. We have a little end table here. So it's kind of like 3-dimensional. If you're not into like those wacky organic shapes, this end table is probably not going to get a lot of use in your game. But we also have, and I think this is a really interesting object. We have this end table and it is also tiled like the sideboard. and it comes in a variety of different colors as well. But what is really interesting about this one, and I really like these green colors, is there's a built-in light. So if we switch over to nighttime, there we go. You can see that there's a little light here underneath already set in. And I really like that feature. Now, of course, one thing to bear in mind is objects can't be categorized as two separate things. So this is only categorized as a surface object. So it's not categorized as a light, so that means you cannot change the lighting color. But I think that was a really good decision to go for, because I think this is a much more useful object as an end table rather than a light. Making it an end table gives it a lot more flexibility, and I will definitely use it a lot more in my game as a result. Then, of course, we've got this super cute, funky little desk with the wiggly top here. I like that it's a 2-tier shelf desk. And this one comes in the wood grain, which is really great, again, for flexibility if you're not into the bright colors. Again, also black and white swatches. And then, of course, you've got all the other fun matching colors. Then I love this little shelf. I love that it has a heart-shaped mirror on it. I think that is just so fun, and it just adds a really youthful aspect to this object. And again, you've got lots of different color options, all in solid colors as well. Then we've got some little shelves, some wall shelves. These are, again, kind of chunky looking, a bit on the thick side, if you will. They've got some pre-placed objects on them, but of course you can put other items here in the little slots. So if we find like some clutter here, for example, you can put different things inside. We've got some mugs, we've got some sunscreen. Let's pop a plant in there while we're at it. Next up, we've got a new cork board, and I know a lot of people were super excited about this. So lots of color swatches available here as well. Next up, let's take a look at a cute little collage of different framed prints. And you've got lots of little color options here. Again, you've got a wood tone option, you've got a black and white option. Now, the mirror. Okay, this is, and don't hate me guys, but this is one of the things that, one of the objects that I looked at and I thought, no, I'm not going to use that in my build. But it's kind of funky. Like, I think this does fit really well in like a youthful bedroom or living room kind of space. If you're looking for something just a little bit more unusual, then I think this is a good mirror choice. Then we've got a cute little flower decorative item here. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. It's cute, it comes in lots of colors, you can put it wherever. Next up, we've got some rugs. Okay, now I would say that the biscuit rug is arguably the least flexible object in the game. It's not going to be so easy to work this object into your regular builds. It does have some cute swatches that change shape, so you get like round options and square options, but yeah, this one is very specific, so I can see that this rug will probably not get a lot of use. Then slightly more flexible, I guess, is this rug. There are a variety of different cow prints, some matching strawberry and floral. There are also some checkerboard options. We've got some swirly options. Now, this in theory looks like a great rug, but here's my problem. I actually have a big problem with this rug. What I don't like about this rug is, barring like the black and white cow print and the black and white checkered, all of these other options, this is not actually a white that is paired with the green. It's actually an off-white, almost verging on like a beige. And that really sets me off because it doesn't pair with other things that have white in them, such as the wallpaper. And that made it really difficult for me to use this rug in a build. However, that being said, I absolutely adore it in this pastel checkerboard print. I think that is by far Chef's kiss, top tier color swatch for the rug. Then we have a couple more decorative items. We've got some candles here. These are very funky. They kind of look like they have already been melted. So yeah, they've got lots of little colors, swatches to choose from. Now, I really, really love the salt lamp. This is such a great item, and it comes in all of these different colors. Now, let's go into night there. You've got that beautiful glow to it as well. I think that's just fantastic. It looks great from every angle, not just like as a light, but as a statement piece. Then, of course, we have the new computer. This is actually more of an iPad or a tablet that is on a little stand, and then you've got a little extra external keyboard and mouse on a little pad, and the pad will change the pattern on it depending on the swatch. You've got a cute little like anime creature there. I just pointed to my screen. You can't see me. I don't have face cam. I don't know why I just did that, but it happened. So yeah, let's keep going. There's a cute little cow here. I mean, that's adorable. Then we've got a bin, what looks to be like a pedal bin, but of course there isn't an animated top because it's not an animated object. You've got lots of cow print. There are also some cute little like cat pictures here as well. This one kind of reminds me of a panda with a bow tie. Yeah, panda with a bow tie. And then you've got also these fizzy drink options. It's sort of like is a nod to the game lore because you have like these fizzy drink brands in University and I believe Werewolves as well. So that's kind of fun. And then the last object in the kit is a new bookcase. Now this is a pretty big bookcase if I am honest. And when I used it in my Pastel Flop or Pastel Pop apartment reno, I actually sized it down a tiny bit. Kind of used it at this size and I felt like that was a lot more manageable. At this size, it kind of matches the size of the desk, which I think makes more sense. But I like that it has some pre-cluttered areas on it, but it also has some shelf slots available. Other thing to note is there are these flowers on the side, but depending on what swatch you use, those can disappear. So for example, if you just want a solid black, then you don't get flowers. Same with the white. Okay, now that's all of the objects and just some of my basic thoughts on them. But next, let's take a look at them in an actual room. You can, of course, put all of these items together and have a very cohesive look, but more importantly is how the objects work with items from other packs and kits. So here is an example of a room that I have made for a child who has recently aged up to a teenager, and it uses a combination of the items from the Pastel Pop Kit along with objects from Base Game and Parenthood and a few other packs as well. And you can see that these fit together and work together seamlessly for a really great look. So without any further ado, let's head back to my summary and final thoughts. Welcome back. Now, if you still haven't picked up the kit yet and you're sitting on the fence as to whether or not to do so, here are my thoughts. So if you like pastel colors and you tend to play a lot of households with children, teens, or young adult Sims, or you really enjoy playing the Simfluencer, streamer, or interior style type of careers, then this kit will fit in very well with all of those aesthetics. Also, if you have existing packs such as Dream Home Decorator, High School Years, Paranormal, or even Parenthood, this kit will complement those very nicely. And this is important, of course, because kits have a limited number of objects and not all types of objects are going to be included in every kit, such as a wardrobe or a dresser in this instance. Now, alternatively, if you tend to prefer darker, more neutral, or even a monochrome color palette, or as far as style, you prefer more linear or even chunkier designs, then this kit really isn't going to be your thing, and you're not likely to get much value out of adding it to your game. But what if, like me, you like the pastel vibe, but you're not really sold on the objects themselves initially? Well, first I recommend that you go and see the objects in action. So go check out my Pastel Flop or Pastel Pop speed build. Now, if you're still sitting on the fence and you want to know what changed my mind about this kit, I recommend that you go and watch Plumbella's video where she explains how she designed this kit from the ground up and her thought process behind all of the objects and the style. The link is in the description. Because for me, watching this video made me realize that this kit was, in fact, my jam. My strawberry jam? See what I did there? If you found this review helpful, please like the video, and why not subscribe and turn on notifications so you can join in with future videos. And speaking of joining in, head over to the community tab and vote in our poll about the Pastel Pop Kit. And if the poll has changed, then leave your comments and suggestions and feedback down below. And if you still haven't watched my Pastel Flop or Pastel Pop speed build, find it here. Thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time, have a lovely day.